everybody. Does that work, calling the video A New Earth and Me? Having read A New Earth and being totally captured by it, you become very aware of saying things like that, don't you? Even I was having the Oprah show was on today, and it was her one about A New Earth. And it was really interesting because there was a girl on there who said how her conversations have become a lot richer because she is talking to people about this stuff, and she's not as obsessed with gossiping about someone or saying things that aren't nice. And you know what? I have found that too. And the other night I actually went out to a dinner party, and I wasn't expecting to have like a spiritual conversation of any sort. There were people in the medical field and people who I didn't really think would be in that way of thinking. And you know what? By the end of the night, we were all talking about yoga and spirituality, and it was awesome, and it blew me away. Anyway, I was also on the phone to a girlfriend, and she is also finding this, that because we're all attracting like-minded people, we're having these amazing conversations. Anyway, there are 4 points that really meant a lot to me in A New Earth. I'll just say them now, and then I'll go back and explain, because I may have to stop and start to refer back to places in the book. 1 was about, when you just get a happy feeling about nothing at all. 2 was about experiencing nature, looking at flowers and nature for what they are, for their beauty and their spiritual connection. 3 was connecting with the vastness of space, when you look up into the sky and you realise how much there is there. And 4 was enthusiasm for life. Now, all those 4 things I found I had experienced like the day before, like I had actually been very aware of experiencing them. Like I experience that sort of stuff all the time, but I was sort of thinking, right, and the next day I'd read about it in the book and I'd go, wow, that is incredible. Sorry, I keep looking around. I keep hearing noises behind me. So I just thought someone was coming home. So I find that incredible. Okay, so the first one, a few weeks ago, no, actually it was more than that, a few months ago, some of you may have seen the video where I was talking about how I was just out and about. I'd just been to the gym and, I wasn't dressed up. I was just in my tragic old gym clothes and not looking my best or anything. And all of a sudden I just got this amazing happy feeling, and I said, does anyone else get that feeling? And a few of you wrote back and said, yes, you did. Well, that's what he talks about in A New Earth, as being your real conscious self, as being totally awake and in the moment. And it's a great feeling, and I know that feeling. I often have that feeling. So I read about that. Now, I won't even look up the passage, because if you've read it, you know what I'm referring to. Okay, the second thing was, a while ago, I talked about this beautiful rose that my mother-in-law had picked and put it on my kitchen bench. Anyway, it was on its last legs, when they're all wilting and the petals are about to fly off onto the bench. And I thought, that was such a beautiful rose, and I positioned it before any petals fell off, and I took a photo because I wanted to capture its beauty. And then the very next day, I read about how when you can see the beauty in flowers and stuff, that's quite a spiritual connection. So I kept having these little aha moments all the way through. I love that expression, don't you? Oprah has sort of coined that expression, the aha moment. So that was another one. Okay, so then I went to Noosa Heads, which is in Queensland, and I went for this amazing run out to a place called Hell's Gates, which is incredible. It is the most beautiful, beautiful place I have ever seen. And so I took my camera because I wanted to show you guys this video. In fact, I will do a whole video on it. But when I got out there, every time I go out there, I'm amazed, because you get out there, you're right on the end of this cliff, and you just look out. And if you're lucky enough to be the only one there, which I usually am, you can look out and pretend you're the only one in the whole world there. You can pretend you're the only... you don't even have to do that. You actually become one with the sky and the sea, and you forget that you're actually a person standing there. It's amazing, amazing. So I really did feel that, and I'm getting all goosey just saying that. And so then when I ran back, and I was sort of filming, and I was wanting to show you the beauty of everything, and I come back, and there is the most amazing sunset with not just like a plain sky, but like ripply clouds, and I looked out and I had this song on. It was actually Jackson Browne sky black and blue. And it was so appropriate. And I just stood there all by myself on the beach and just looked up and around, and I just breathed it in. And I took it all in and I thought, wow. And then I come back into Eckhart's book and I read about how that is a real connection with the universe, how that's a real oneness when you can realise that expanse. I may go back and see if I can find some bits to show you. And I also want to insert the little videos of the things that I did to show you how it all happened the day before. It's weird. Okay, I'm going to stop now for a second. Okay, so the fourth point was about enthusiasm. And my niece got married. You may have seen there was a little video on that. And when I was making the jewellery for my sister to wear, she was the mother of the bride, obviously, I got this great feeling, and I often get it, like I become so involved with the making of something that I just totally lose myself in it, and I get this feeling that I know I'm on the right track. I just get this incredible feeling, and I so knew it was going to be perfect. Anyway, so it says here, enthusiasm means there is a deep enjoyment in what you do, plus the added element of a goal or a vision that you work toward. When you add a goal to the enjoyment of what you do, the energy field or vibrational frequency changes. A certain degree of what we might call structural tension is now added to enjoyment, so it turns into enthusiasm. At the height of creative activity fueled by enthusiasm, there will be enormous intensity and energy behind what you do. You will feel like an arrow that is moving towards a target and enjoying the journey. I feel this all the time. I love it. Oh my God, that is it is exactly how I feel. Like I get these ideas and I never expect they won't happen. And then it says here, sustained enthusiasm brings into existence a wave of creative energy. And all you have to do then is ride the wave. I'm riding the wave. That's what I'm doing. Because I feel that enthusiasm all the time. I mean, yes, everyone has their down days or, things happen in life. But generally, I do have that excitement and that enthusiasm about life. And I look for the good stuff. And reading, getting like confirmation on these things that I have been feeling and not knowing why it felt so good to feel like that. And it's because I am becoming more aware of my consciousness. Isn't it awesome, this book? Anyway, I'm just going to quickly dig up those little videos. I just want to show you what I meant, and just adding this little egoic bit in here. Keep in mind that I was going for a run and, not looking at my absolute best, but I can't help it. I really want to show you this because it was the most beautiful sunset. Anyway, I love A New Earth. I might have to read it again. But that is what it's meant to me, those things that just confirm. What have you all thought about it? I'd love to hear. And, this is the one point I really do want to make. There's a lot of people out there who are very concerned about their religious beliefs and how Oprah's, anti-Christ or whatever. Well, that today on the show, she really explained that. And the girl on there explained it like, it doesn't change your religion. You can be anything. You can be Muslim, Jewish, Buddhist, Hindu, whatever you want to be. This is just adding the spiritual side. She said it is like adding honey to your tea. It's a sweetener. It explains things a little bit more. It is not saying don't believe in Jesus, don't believe in whoever you want to believe in. It is just adding to it. I love that because people are getting so whipped up. I've seen YouTubes and people bagging it like that is not what it's about, guys. Oprah is an amazing woman and Eckhart Tolle, this book is incredible. Okay, here's my videos. Get me all whipped up. Okay, I've just gone back. I've realised I've spent too much time, so I'm going to add another video on, and it's going to be about the run, and you'll just see the run through Noosa Heads. But thanks for watching, everyone. I'd love to hear opinions. Leave a video response about A New Earth. I'd love that. I like my little video responses after that last one the other day. Thank you to everyone who made me a video response celebrating my 1 year. And if you 1 year on YouTube, you can still do it because I really enjoy that connection with seeing your face and that we're actually talking to each other. So it was very kind of everyone who did it. There are a few people who I would have liked to have heard from, so if you think you might be one of them, it's not too late. Bye, everyone.